The woman had just made $30 billion for the company, but the very next day she was fired by the boss without hesitation. The woman felt deeply confused because she hadn't made any mistakes at all until she saw the boss's younger brother take over her position. At that moment, the woman understood the boss had discarded her after using up her value. The woman angrily demanded her share of the project profits. According to the rules on a $30 billion project, she should have received at least $100 million, yet the boss only gave her $200. The woman was driven completely insane with anger. The woman thought about how she had repeatedly stepped in to save the company when it was on the brink of bankruptcy, bringing it back from the dead. Not long ago, she had even secured a $30 billion contract with the Bryan Group, yet now, she couldn't even get the profits she rightfully deserved. At this moment, the boss also smugly issued a threat, claiming that once the woman left, she would be blacklisted across the entire industry. Just then, a group of people suddenly burst in. The woman leading them was the CEO of the Bryan Group. The CEO firmly defended the woman's interests and announced that the Bryan Group would only sign contracts with the woman, but the boss and his brother refused to give up. They even lied, claiming the woman had taken credit for the brother's work, saying all the projects had been handled by the brother. However, the CEO calmly and leisurely looked at the brother and asked him to explain the project details. The brother stammered and couldn't say a word because he didn't understand the project at all. He pulled out the contract and tried to threaten the CEO, saying that if the CEO refused to sign his company, would have to pay $100 million in damages. So he advised the CEO not to suffer huge losses for the sake of one woman. The CEO remained unmoved. She said the Bryan Group's legal team was highly experienced, and in the end, the one paying would definitely be the boss's company. Otherwise, it would be a breach by the boss's side, requiring them to compensate the Bryan Group $100 million. The boss was instantly shocked. He angrily tore the contract to pieces, but he forgot that the contract existed in duplicate with one copy held by the Bryan Group. If he failed to compensate, what awaited him next would be a court summons.